this week's review of The Mist, starring Thomas Jane.
What's going on?
It's death.
Stop being in the mist! Shut the doors! Shut the doors!
The only way we're going to help ourselves is to seek rescue.
Tie this around your waist.
What for?
Let us know you got at least 300 feet.
There's nothing out there. Nothing in the mist.
What if you're wrong?
Then I guess the joke would be on me.
I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. This is one of the worst movies that I've ever seen, and I hate this movie with a passion. And I thought, how could they go wrong with Stephen King and Frank Darabont back together again? Now, first off, I didn't have a real good feeling from the trailer, and I would never have seen this movie had Frank not been the director. He has a lifetime pass with me after directing his masterpiece, The Shawshank Redemption. Now, if anything could cost him that pass, it would definitely be the movie, The Mist. Here's what I want you to do. Right now, imagine the most annoying person you've ever met in your life or seen on TV. Now imagine everyone's most annoying people all in one movie. That's the cast of characters for this movie. So I think you know where I'm going with this. Now, I hated this movie almost more than any other that I've seen in about the last 10 years. I know some people are going to ask all sorts of questions about why I hated this movie so much. So to back my position on this movie, I'm going to have to do so with some minor spoilers. Now, I'm not going to ruin the whole movie, but I will have to give enough away to somewhat spoil it. Not that this movie doesn't do a good enough job by itself, so if you don't want to hear any spoilers, stop watching this right now and just come back later when you've had a chance to see this movie. First off, Andre Braugher needs to stop playing this type of character. He is too good of an actor to be playing this poor of a part in any movie. He played the worst character in this film and the worst character in Fantastic Four, The Rise of the Silver Surfer. And he is excellent in one of his first roles in the movie Glory, and he can do so much better than this. His character in this movie has to be one of the worst, most annoying characters I've seen in any film to date. The Mist starts out okay for about the first 15 minutes or so until they're all stuck together. Now, the whole premise for this movie is the fact that people are their own worst enemy, and it's trying to make the point of which is worse, what's in the mist or the people that you're hiding with. Now, I have to say this because some people are going to make a post saying, you didn't get the point. Yes, I got the point. The concept is fine. The execution is just horrible. You can make the same point without making a horrible movie to do so. Let me give you one of the most annoying parts of this movie. Now, I don't have time to do them all, but this should give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So in the beginning, the mist rushes in, and they believe that there's something wrong. Now, they do feel there is an element of danger, and one man who just barely makes it to the store has blood on him, and he's telling them there's something in the mist, and whatever's in the mist got one of his friends. So it's being established that there is a serious possibility of danger here. Now, Andre's character doesn't believe they're in any real danger at all. So 5 men end up going to the back and opening the rear door, and one of them gets killed and drug off by some tentacles. And they end up closing the door and cutting off one of the tentacles, and it's still back there in the back room. So the 4 surviving men go to tell the rest of the people that one of them was killed, and that the tentacle is still back there in the back. Now, they tell Andre's character, and he doesn't believe them. And he won't even look. He thinks they're playing a joke on him and refuses to even go back there and check it out for himself. So finally, 2 other people go back to take a look and check out the story. And they see the tentacle and the blood and pretty much confirm the story. Now, 4 people have already told what happened, and now it's verified by 2 more people, and he still doesn't believe them. He's convinced that there's nothing out there. I mean, how dumb can a character be? Now, soon after, he rounds up a group of people and they go out into the mist. And they all die almost immediately. What a shocker. This is the equivalent of a bunch of people on a very big boat, and on the back of the boat, there's a small group of people, and one of them falls in the water and he gets eaten by a shark. And then 3 people try and tell everyone their friend just fell over and got eaten by a shark, and 2 people try to help, and they see the shark's fin and some blood in the water. And they try to tell these people they're going to go scuba diving that there's a shark in the water and someone's just been eaten. And the scuba divers insist that they know the area well and there's absolutely no sharks in the area. And they're going to go scuba diving regardless. So soon after, they jump in the water and they're eaten. It's just that ridiculous. And there have been movies that have done this well, people being their own worst enemy. The Thing did the paranoia aspect pretty well, And Needful Things had some good moments of people doing the devil's work for him. And there's even a Twilight Zone episode that did this brilliantly. They had these aliens that turned out all the power in an entire neighborhood with the exception of one house. Then everyone suspected the people with the electricity were the aliens. And they eventually all turned on each other, and meanwhile, the aliens are up on a hill just watching as people destroy each other without ever getting directly involved. I'm sure there are many other good examples, and these are just a couple of them. And there really weren't any bright spots in this movie past the first 10 or 15 minutes. And even the CGI was pretty weak. And I hated pretty much almost every single character with the exception of one, the main character. He wasn't quite as bad as the rest of them. But as the movie went forward, it didn't disappoint. I wound up hating him as well. And I was struggling with the rating for a while. 1/2 star, 1 star, what does it deserve? But I need to see how they're going to end it. And I'm happy to say that the ending sucked as bad as the rest of the film. And it was a perfect end for a crappy movie. Overall, to say this movie is like a slow death would be an understatement. This is more like a slow, annoying torture test of a movie. And I would say I would only recommend this movie to people you hate with a passion. Say a cheating spouse, or someone that owes you a lot of money, or maybe someone that stole your lunch money as a small child. Those are about the only people I'd recommend this movie to. And if someone told me to see this movie, I doubt I'd ever speak to them again. Or at least, this would be the last time we talk movies for a while. For my overall rating, I give The Mist 0 stars. What the hell?
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Post your comments below on what you thought of this movie. If you'd like to rate and review a movie, you can do so at www.yourmovieratings.com. At this site, you can upload a video review or even a text review of any movie ever made. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll be notified immediately when my latest movie review is uploaded. Also, if you'd like to see some of the latest info regarding my channel, then check out my website at MrBlacksReviews.com. And if you made a cool video, or you want to share your YouTube channel with other members, then post them in the YouTube section. These forums are dedicated to everything from new movie releases to your very own YouTube channel. And don't forget, I'll be giving away DVDs at the forums, including the following titles: Transformers, Harry Potter, The Simpsons, Hot Fuzz, and 4 DVDs of the movie 300. So join the forums for a chance to win any one of these DVDs. And finally, if you want to see my list of upcoming movie reviews, then just go to my forums and click on the calendar. This has all the movies that I'll be reviewing in the future. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you again next week.